here is married. Where's your wife?
I beg you.
When you said you wanted a husband, did you say if you wanted used or brand new? Okay, see, my God is not a God of confusion. My God is a God of specific. You have to specify. You know, whether the husband belongs to someone else or the husband was found in the street, it's a husband. You said you wanted a husband and God has provided a husband. It's just a problem. You're not focused. You're not focused. You need it. Maybe it's a sign for you to start grabbing. You need to start seizing people's husband. Grab and go.
Bro is a menace. Bro is a menace. Like, he's probably the worst person you want to have an email battle with when you working, because like you got to be specific, you know, when you ask for certain blessings out here. Because I mean, you're right. You ain't say you wanted a new husband or someone that could be husband potential. He's like, you want a husband. Husbands will show up. Look, just watch your blessings.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all be talking about my man, why he leave? Girl, because you let him leave the house horny and hungry. Fuck him and feed him. Feed him till he's stuffed, till he feel like he gotta roll off the sofa onto the floor and crawl to the shower. And then drain the nut out of him. Every opportunity that you get. Drain it out. If you gotta fuck it out, if you gotta suck it out, if you gotta jack it out, if you gotta ride it out, squat, do a reverse cowgirl, do the reverse cowgirl when you do the when you do the rock, when you do the rock, when you sit back and rock and you see that look on his face when you be rocking like that, do whatever you gotta do to drain him. Don't be letting him. Why would you let your man go outside with all that energy? And he hungry. Because why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you let him leave the house like that? It's being hungry. You make compromising decisions already when you're hungry. Being hungry and horny, you just done gave the dick away.
All right, fellas, she's speaking truth. Ladies, take heed. But I mean, what she's saying is legit to a point, but there's still a point of you having self-control, man. Like, regardless if you leave the house hungry, maybe you're gonna go meet up with the fellas and y'all going to go get wings or something to watch the game. So you leave the house hungry. But that doesn't mean every time you leave the house, you got to go fuck up on something or touch up on something or like, you got to have self-control when you out here. If you enjoy any of these videos today, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Really trying to grow the channel and build with you guys. So don't forget, go ahead, hit it right now. Hit it right now. Let's get to the next video.
What's been the biggest challenge you guys overcame together?
Outside noise. You don't want to have too many people, too many friends, too many distractions. I call them distractions, or AKA outside noise. You don't want to have too much outside of that. You want to just focus on you and your relationship, and that alone, you need to focus on that. Don't listen to friends and family and da-da-da. That's going to steer you wrong because nobody's in your relationship. You have to focus on yourself and your partner and what makes each other happy. And I think with that, then you'll probably be able to go much further.
A lot of girls these days, they want to yap to their mom or yap to their friends about the situation that's going on at home. What would you tell those girls?
You can't do that. You can't do that. It's not healthy. Every little thing that happens, you can't run to a girlfriend or run to a friend and say, oh, can you imagine? You can't do that.
Bro,
a lot of things you need to keep personal, and you have to kind of like work it out with your partner. And if both parties are willing to have the same goal, then I think you guys both can like look toward progression and healing. When you're happy, then they're going to be like, oh yeah, but remember he did, da, da, da. You can't have that. It's going to make your relationship deteriorate. Everybody's not entitled to your time or your information. So you have to keep that with your partner. You have to have some kind of respect for your partner and not tell the world everything that's going on.
First of all, I applaud this woman. But look at that man. Check that man's eyes. That man is in love with that woman and how she thinks. He's sitting back there just agreeing like, yeah, because, you know, not everyone, like she's right, not everyone should get that information. Not everyone should be getting that type of time. Like, your relationship should be your relationship, and the people who know you in your relationship, that's cool. But I'm not the one to run around and have your mouth all, oh, she did that and this happened. Like, people don't want you to be happy unless it's your mother most of the time, or your best friend. Anything outside of that, you're looking for trouble. It's not this ain't a safe space. Like, nah. The safe space should be inside your home with your partner, keeping things to yourselves. Like, having a woman like that on your side is top tier, in my opinion. She looks great, dresses great, but that's a whole nother discussion on dressing. But I think this woman's got it down to the T, and he's got a real one. Let's give her the real stamp of approval for that one. Make sure you guys, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment. Let me know what you think about some of these videos. But that woman right there, she's a real one.
What is integrity?
Doing the right thing even when nobody's watching.
What is accountability?
Owning up to any decision that you make or allow.
Be a
Leader.
not a.
Follower.
Who's in control?
Me.
If you're not in control, you're.
Out of control.
As long as you try,
You cannot fail.
respect others.
But demand respect.
The tongue is.
Powerful.
Tell yourself today's gonna be a great day no matter what.
Today's gonna be a great day no matter what.
Tell yourself you love yourself.
I love you, me.
And I love y'all too. Have a great day.
Shout out to Pops. Shout out to the affirmation words. Hopefully, after repetition, it sticks for getting your girls right, getting their mind right. That is a real one.
A friend, a grandmama, a wife. If you have ever been around any woman that operates with a level of excellence and integrity and intelligence, and you still have in your mind that a woman can't properly supervise a man, you need therapy. Seriously, you need therapy.
This guy can't understand. He hates himself. He doesn't want to accept the God-ordained role for men of leadership. He doesn't want that responsibility. He wants to run behind a woman. He hates himself. I'm telling black folks, and black men in particular, that you are meant for leadership. And that your woman, our woman, needs to fall behind and follow.
Let's talk about the first gentleman. So the first gentleman, he said certain words, right? So I'm picking up on the words that he said. So he's talking about, if you have any women in your family, and you feel like a woman cannot supervise a man, right? Supervise is a position in a job, to be a supervisor. In a household, the man is a provider. So maybe we don't know the whole context of that, because he said supervise. Now, you can have your woman advise you on certain things, absolutely. But to supervise is a job title. The provider should always be the man. Now, for the pastor to say maybe that man hates himself, I'm not going to go that far as saying he hates himself and he wants to hide behind a woman. Hopefully that man doesn't want to hide behind a woman. But again, we don't know what that first part of that, why he was even ranting in the first place. But, guys, let me know what you think. Like, is it that men can stand behind a powerful woman, or do men even want powerful women, or should we be powerful even when we're not in power? And what makes power? Does money make power? Because some women actually make more than men. So who holds the power then? Let me know.
We'll give mommy some space, okay? I know. Let's give her a little privacy. Let's give her a moment. You know how sometimes you go up in your room and you don't want to be bothered, and we give you your space? I think everybody in the house needs that sometimes. What you think? Sydney, you want to come help me? No. True. You're very busy right now? Oh, fridge needs to be reorganized, but it ain't happening tonight. I'll tell you that much. Hey, where's your bones? You got enough going on. Just, yeah, don't be busy when you don't have to. Go upstairs, get away from the kids, man. Not today, Satan, not today.
This is the type of man that if the wife has to go out of town or if she asks him to do something, it will get done thoroughly and with care. Now he's trying to tell everybody relax and he's trying to handle what he needs to, because probably the wife does that all the time as far as like taking care of the groceries, putting the groceries away. But like, you got to know your partner enough to allow them their free time. Like you got to.
You're dating somebody, really take into consideration if they're the oldest child or the youngest.
So that is incredibly true, Kamir. If you're going to be dating anybody, you need to know if that person has siblings. And if they do, you need to know which sibling that you are dating. Does that make sense? If you're dating the oldest sibling, just know this. The oldest sibling is not great at communication. They're very goal-oriented. They're really good at getting a job done. If they have an objective, they're going to achieve it. However, they're not great at expressing their emotions or communicating how they feel with their partner. If you're going to be dating the youngest sibling, know this, the youngest sibling is normally really talented at like one thing. However, they constantly need to be reassured that they are loved and that they're cared for because they're used to being coddled, right? If you're going to be dating the middle sibling, get closer. The middle sibling is normally the funniest sibling, right? That one will have you laughing constantly. However, they are really quick to cut people out of their lives almost immediately. Mainly because growing up, they're not used to having people give them any attention, really. Therefore, they're not going to be giving out that attention to other people as they get older. They're just going to be quick to cut them off and move on with their lives. That or just like don't date the middle sibling, you know?
Well. Look at the middle sibling here, you know. He's pretty right. I mean, he's pretty goddamn right. I'm the middle sibling. I'm probably the funniest. It is what it is, but I don't have a problem cutting people off or distancing myself in a way that doesn't seem harsh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, it's an easy cut, you know? But it's part of growth. But just right, like, yo, dating only childs. Dating a girl who's an only child. Wild. But there's benefits to that. They're really looking for love. You know, that all they felt was love their whole life. So dating an only child can be great, but they also can probably be a little spoiled. So just make sure you got your ducks in order.